Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sarah Pavin.
And I'm Adam.
And today we're watching season 1, episode 1 of Medalist.
I'm a little nervous to be watching another figure skating anime because I really enjoyed Yuri on Ice. And I feel like for me it's going to be hard not to compare them directly. Like, this is the first time we've watched an anime that I feel like is potentially directly comparable. Like, everything we've watched has kind of been different. I like this about this, I like that about this, but I think I'm personally going to have a hard time not going, well, I like Yuri on Ice better or whatever.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
I was just excited. We decided to do a sport anime again, which, as you know, is our specialty genre. True. The genre we're probably most naturally suited for, me at least.
Yeah.
So we thought it was time to revisit a sport anime.
I have been missing that. Was the last one we watched Ping Pong?
Ping Pong.
Which was unbelievable.
We watched that over on Patreon, and so our members voted for Medalist. So we are in. Our members have not led us astray yet with an anime, so we are very excited. We've heard great things about this. We don't know anything other than it is about figure skating.
I will say, because I know people will ask, our editor sent us episodes that have a better translation. A bunch of people said that the original translations or whatever platform it was hosted on was not very good. So we do have what I would believe is probably the best version of this. So I'm excited about that, and thanks to our editor. Appreciate it.
Season 1, episode 1, A Genius on the Ice.
Child Prodigy
is coming right now.
'Was she watching film?
氷の上
I was kidding.
世界一の選手でもやりたい技を 100% 成功させるのは難しい場所
I like her outfit.
世界中
I thought you were
の
gonna
選
say you
手が
liked her eyes.
失敗してしまう技を成功させ表情であることを忘れるくらい自由で魅力的に踊れる奇跡の人それがフィギュアスケートの強い選手だ
Do you think that's her, or do you think that's her idol?
It kind of looks like her. I don't know. I do like her eyes.
その美しい世界
No, that has to be her idol, different eye color.
対価も分からず飛び込んだ夢見る小さな私たちは数えきれないものを支払っていくんだ
Pretty boy.
小学生が増えるわけだ
Wangoed by a blade.
せめて謝って5歳くらいか俺もあのくらい小さな頃から始めていたら今とは違う場所に
14歳中学で初心者無理無理
Wow.
お帰ろ
Not like you're gonna headbutt to the crotch.
って言うから横浜からわざわざ来たのに今日は忙しいから明日話すってネカフェにでも泊まるかなんで貸し靴のカウンターから子供がこんにちはちょっとごめんね確認したいことがあって
Cyclops.
今日は一人で来たの入場券見せてもらえるかな お金払った？待てこら！この俺がバイトで練習代絞り出してるってのに、ガキのくせに無線滑りなど許さん。
待ってください、その子は。
え
Kid's got some jam.
まだそう遠くへは行
You're
ってない
seriously gonna chase this poor kid down?
気のせいか。どこ登ってんだ！早く降りなって！
He's had a rough day.
おい、泣くな。
Was it coffee?
大丈夫。
Tea?
受付のおじさんの小鳥用にミミズ渡して、それと引き換えにリンクに入れてもらっているからタダで入ってるんじゃないと。
Aww.
嘘じゃないです。本当なんです。このミミズと。
わかったから見せないで。あのじいさん、それ口実に入れてあげてたのか。よく今までこんなズルがバレずにいたもんだ。
震えてますけど大丈夫ですか？
お兄さん、ヘビ系が苦手なので本当にもう見せないでね。
はい。
それより逃げたってことはいけないことだって分かってたんだよね。だったらやめなきゃ。他の人もやったらスケートリンクが貧乏になっちゃうよ。
はい。
とっても素直
What's
じゃ
this
ん。
guy's deal?
その本懐かしい。スケートの教本だよね。俺も読んでたな。これ
私フィギュアスケートどうしてもやりたかったんですけど。
Goosebumps.
This is little
する
Sarah.
からダメって。でもいっぱい練習して頑張ればって。
ちゃんと言ったの？
え？
お母さんにやりたいって言ったの？これ名古屋にあるフィギュアスケートクラブの連絡先一覧。お母さんに話して自分に合いそうなクラブに連絡してもらいな。
先生はどこのクラブのコーチなんですか？
あ、俺？
Here we go, baby. Do you think that was the girl that was watching the skating at the beginning?
Yes.
Hmm.
Okay,
The beginning of a beautiful relationship. Coach and student.
before we get there, what is your initial take on this guy? We don't know his name yet, do we?
I don't think so.
Did
On
he-
the straight and narrow, by the book. Don't break the rules. Poor kid.
But-
Terrified.
I think it's more that he wasn't allowed to get away with it. I don't think he cares about it other than, like, I don't know that he's innately a rule follower.
Okay, you just decide that based on what?
Well, didn't you hear he was like, I had to scrape and do this for every
Well,
penny
he
to
is.
skate.
I think he's currently scraping
Right,
by.
so he's like, so nobody else gets to skate for free.
What makes you think that makes him a rule follower?
No, I'm saying like his like sense of justice is like if I couldn't get away with it, nobody can get away with it.
Okay.
Um,
He started late, 14. Which, I'm sorry. Nobody has the right to tell somebody what they can and can't do. He might have started late, but for that guy to be like, nope, there's no hope, that's really sad.
but I think that is very common in sports like
I mean,
gymnastics
top
or
skaters,
Yeah.
yes, they're like in their late teens, early 20s. It's my understanding, at least. I'm no
Yeah.
expert. But like, still, I'm not saying this guy was his goal to be like an Olympic skater. Like, maybe he just wanted to learn.
yeah, fair. Do you think he's still actively competing, and how good do you think he is?
I think he's probably mediocre.
Okay,
But I'm assuming that this girl is going to be
a star.
legit.
Yeah, I agree. So he's gonna fulfill his dream through coaching her.
Oh my gosh. There we go.
You watch.
There we go.
もう6時？じゃあもうミミズはダメだぞ。
はい。
今何年生？
5年生です。
11歳くらいか。 本気で選手目指すならギリギリの年だぞ。帰ったらお母さんにすぐ言えよ。
I mean, I understand that they start late, but like, still. Or sorry, that they go pro early, but still.
ただいま。
おかえり。遅かったわね。
うん。お母さん、ね。
今日も宿題あるんでしょ？忘れないうちにやっときなさい。
ごめんね。私何やれば。何もしなくていいよ。
どうせ頼んでもできないじゃん。
大丈夫。全部私たちでやっちゃうから。
What do you
み
mean?
のりちゃんは待ってて。
Hinori.
うまく
That's cute.
結構かけたかも。スケートやりたい。またセコマさんにミミズあげてスケート場に。
いけないことだって分かってたんだよね。だったらやめなきゃ。本気で選手目指すならギリギリの年だぞ。アシスタントコーチ。
そう、司くんなら私と一緒にアイスダンスで全日本に出た実績があるでしょ。クラブに推薦すれば
Okay.
すぐ OK は出ると思う。
Ice Dance Nationals.
嫌なの？
全日本はみんなひとみさんの実力で出たと思ってるよ。
アイスダンスは2人の競技でしょ。
でも実感がないんだ。
だからってオーディション受かるまでフリーター続けるつもり？はあ、もう司くん26でしょ。ほとんど収入ないんでしょ。別にアイスショーの仕事を諦めろとは言わない。でもアシスタントコーチも立派なスケートの仕事よ。
ルクス東山の高峰先生ですか？お電話させていただいた唯一かですけど。
Is that her mom?
こんにち
I
は。
don't know.
お待ちしておりました。
すみません、お忙しい中。祈り。
もしかして知り
She
合い？
asked her mom?
少し。
じゃあ同席したらコーチの仕事少しはわかると思うし。
はいお菓子。ちゃんとお母さんに言えたじゃん。
初心者にはまずこちらのスクールをおすすめしております。週1でしたらレッスン料もお得ですし。
でも卒業までに2年かかるんですよね。
あら、お詳しいんですね。
はい、上の子もフィギュアスケートをやっていたもので。
そうなんですか？
はい、5歳からやっていたんですが、いろいろあって結局辛い思いをさせてしまいました。
Oh my gosh, you can't.
この子にはそんな思いをさせたくないんです。 それにこの子、学校の成績も悪くて先生にも心配されてて、勉強との両立なんてとても。
じゃあどうして？
あんまりやりたいというものですから、いくつかクラブ回って直接先生の口から断られたら諦めるだろうって。
例えばですけど、
Saying that in front of her
直接入
too.
って個人レッスン。
無駄です。上の子がやっていたので、フィギュアスケートがどんな世界なのかなんとなくは分かっているつもりです。今からでは5歳から始めている子に追いつけるはずがないでしょ。祈り、あれ見て。みんなすごく上手だよ。
I'm upset.
I'm upset as well.
Oh my gosh, it is not the mom's choice. I'm sorry. Yes, your daughter got injured. That is incredibly unfortunate. But for you to forbid your other kid from like doing something she really wants to do, that is making me so upset.
How uncommon do you think that is, though?
I have no idea.
Well, you flat out told me if we had a boy, they couldn't play hockey.
I don't want them to get the concussion syndrome. I am so upset.
I agree with you. I'm just saying, like, parents.
Okay,
are
if the
concerned.
kid really wanted to play hockey, would I be like, absolutely no?
I do have a question, and I don't want people who knows what's going on to be mad at me. ice dancing is less skilled than figure skating, right?
And singles?
Is pairs all ice dancing, or are they two different
No, ice
disciplines?
dance. I'm pretty sure ice dance is its own thing. Then there's pairs, and then there's like individual.
I'm not trying to throw shade. I'm just trying to understand. Like ice dancing would be at the bottom of the totem pole, right?
My guess is yes.
Okay.
But again, I'm not an expert.
Yeah. But I'm trying to. He is trying to get like a Disney on Ice job.
Sounds like it, yeah.
Okay. All right.
But he has too much pride
To coach.
to use he doesn't want
To give up
to
on.
divulge that he went to nationals with this girl because he thinks that everyone believes she was the talent. So he wants to make it on his own merit instead of like getting like a handout. Which I'm like, if you're that desperate, take the handout.
I was very proud at that age. I totally understand where he's coming from.
Well, no, I can understand, but like if you're trying to make it, like eventually your skill and your talent will show through, but sometimes you need help getting your foot in the
Yeah,
door.
totally.
Because like it's hard to break through and things like this.
But I also think that he is going to be livid that the mom thinks she can't skate because she's starting late, and he is going to be like, oh yeah, watch this.
Well, and the fact that she's saying all this in front of her,
Yeah.
like, is making me even more mad. The poor kid, like, is desperately wanting to skate. And I'm, like, sad about what's going on at school. Why don't they let her participate in the group projects?
She's not as bright as the other kids.
How do we know? Like, maybe she is.
I mean, maybe, but
What makes you think that?
Well, I think back to group projects that I did, and you always kind of... There's no chance you can't tell me that you weren't like, listen, I'll just do the whole group project, you guys just chill.
I didn't do that exactly.
You probably just showed up 4 days before it was due with it finished already.
みんなすごく上手だよ。あんな小さい子がジャンプしてる。これから祈りがあの中に入っても惨めな思いをするだけ。
Do it, girl. Follow that dream.
とりあえず一回滑らせてみましょう。
でも
今から始めて本当に無駄か僕が判断しますよ。
司くん、ちょっと。
ごめん。
She's like, we're just sitting in on this meeting. Reagan!
That's exactly what I was thinking.
賢いじゃん。やっぱり向いてるってアシスタントコーチ。
いや、気づいたら勝手に口が動いてただけで。
ただし褒め方は気をつけて。周りには他の親御さんもいる。ひいきしてるとかになると本当大変だから。
You're
司
not
くん
wrong.
は特に声大きいから注意し
I
て。
feel like Tsukasa's relationship will be genuine.
本格的にやると本当にお金がかかるのがフィギュアスケートよ。投げ出されたら本人と同じくらい家族も辛い。それは覚えておいて。
ああ。サイズは21じゃなくて22でいいの？落ち込みすぎ。なんとかしてあげたいけど、ひとみさんの言うことももっともだしな。
ごめんな
Trust
さい。
your
やっ
instincts.
ぱりツルなんかしないでもっと早くやりたいって言ってればスケートできたのかな。
もっと早く始めていれば。ほら、足入れて。
はい。
偉そうなこと言ったけど、俺は親には言えなかったよ。
え？
君は十分偉い。
She's gonna land a jump.
Yeah, baby, she's gonna do something wild.
準備はいい？
ちょっとヘルメットは？
ちょっと待っ。早い。ただ滑っているだけなのに、通った後に星が舞うように見える。
I have goosebumps again.
なんなんだこの子。氷の上だとまるで別人じゃないか。
I love that.
才能あります。
もしかして無理に褒めてクラブに入れさせようと。
I'll coach her for free.
司くん、言葉のチョイス。
じゃあ基礎の滑りやってみようか。まずひょうたん、わかる？
Swizzles.
ひょうたん、バックのひょうたん、 T 字ストップ。スクール行く必要ないです。すぐクラブに入れましょう。
ちょっと来い。
でも正直驚きました。あの子いつの間に。
スネークフォアクロス。天才ですよ、天才。
だから来い。
そうだ、この子は転ぶのを怖がらないんだ。一人で練習して何度も転んでるうちに恐怖を自然と克服しているんだ。じゃあスケーティングやってみようか。
スケーティング？これじゃなくて。
違うよ。フィギュアスケートの美しい進み方だ。見て、スケートは靴のブレードの2本のエッジで滑る。インサイドエッジとアウトサイドエッジ。この2本の使い分けを覚えるのがスケーティングの第一歩。まず最初は足は約45度、膝をしっかり曲げて、手は水平、足首を親指側に傾け、インのエッジにしてブレード全体で氷を押す。この時氷についてない足、フリーレッグを引き上げるとかっこよく見えるけど、最初は無理しなくていい。
Just gonna nail it.
前進後は曲げた軸足を起こしてフリーレッグを引き寄せ切ったら、軸にしていた足をインエッジ側に傾けて押し出し、押し出された足を軸足に変えて氷を押す。その繰り返しだ。
足をこうして、あれ全然進まない。
前かがみになるとブレーキがかかるから顔を引いて。
顔。
あ、おい、大丈夫か？
やっぱり私ダメなんでしょうか。
この子も大概極端だな。スケーティングは一日やそこらではものにはならない。自分だけの重心の一点を探して何度も練習を重ねて磨き続けていくものなんだ。もう一度やってみよう。
こうやってこ
足先をもっと伸ばせる？はい。飲み込みが早い。楽しい。
祈り、すごいよ、できてる。
Muerto.
今褒めてくれたの。
すごいね、祈り。こんなにできるなんて。お母さん、感激しちゃった。
じゃあスケート。
それはダメ。とにかくこの子にはスケートをやらせたくないんです。
でも
上の子を見て思ったんです。5歳から遊びもせずスケートだけを頑張って、それでも結果が出ずに諦めて、やめる時は。
What do you think about that statement? She gave up her childhood only for it not to like amount to anything.
I don't think you can look at it that way, especially if it's driven by the kid. You see two scenarios, right? You see the one where the parents want the kid to be really good and the kid hates it or puts up with it, and the one where the kid just can't wait to do it. And that's, if your kid finds something that they're that passionate about, I don't think
You need
there's
to
anything.
enable it.
Yeah, totally.
And like the percentage of people who are going to go pro in any given thing is so minuscule, but I think it's about more than just that end result. It's about like you learn so many life skills and time management and prioritization and discipline.
And that things don't always work out.
Yes, you learn how to overcome adversity, and just like there are so many important life skills that a kid would learn even if they don't see it through or aren't able to make it to the highest level. And so this attitude is just like not cool. But just to see Inori's face like light up when she's doing it, but she has just this complete lack of confidence because she's been told she can't do things her whole life.
But this is, to me, and I see this actually coaching, is parents want to protect their kids from heartbreak, from failure. I can understand that feeling, especially now. You're not protecting them. They have to learn. It's gonna happen. You can't keep them from that their whole lives. It's better to learn it as a kid, I think. And who knows, maybe you will be in that 1%. But yeah, this is heartbreaking to listen to, quite frankly. I wonder if she's a single
この子は
mom.
まだスケート以外の夢を知らないだけです。 頑張っても報われないと分かっているものに時間とお金をかけないでほしい。親としてそう考えるのはおかしいでしょうか。
Yes.
この人の言う通りだ。中1からスケートを始めることがどんなに大変か、遅くから始めた俺が一番分かってるはずじゃん。
私は今が嫌なの。
祈り。
私スケート絶対やりたかったの。スケートはお姉ちゃんもやめちゃうくらい大変なんだってちゃんと知ってる。私のせいでお母さんにいっぱい迷惑かけてるのも知ってる。いつもごめんなさいって思ってた。もうこれ以上困らせちゃダメだって、わがまま言っちゃダメだって。
No, you're 11. You should be selfish.
ずっとやりたかった。私のお守りだったの。スケートのこと考えると学校での嫌なことも気にならなかった。みんなができないスケートが私にはできるって思えた。でも本当はそれもただの真似っこ。私何にもない。
That's heartbreaking.
ダメじゃない部分がある自分になりたい。私にも誰かに負けないくらい好きなことがあるって、上手にできることがあるって。私は恥ずかしくないって思いたいの。
Can you imagine feeling like that at 11?
No. At this point, I'll be like, I'll coach you for
Yeah,
free.
he's gonna just say it and then just black out.
もうさっさとやらせましょ
やらせましょ
う。もちろんオリンピック選手みたいになれる保証はどこにもありませんけど、この子にはスケートを続けるのに絶対に必要な能力がある。
Passion.
リンクにかける執念が。フィギュアスケートは時間も費用も他の習い事の比じゃないくらいかかる。それを乗り越えるには本人の強い前向きな意志が必要なんです。
でも他の子は5歳から始
Who
めて
cares?
5歳
We can't go back in time.
その年
Look
か
at that
ら
putts.
今に練習できる子なんてそういないんですよ。
司くん声。
バカか俺は
You're killing my bottom line right now.
誰よりもこの子の気持ちがわかるのは俺じゃないか。
Now you're probably best suited to helping
自信が
her.
なかろうが諦められるはずないんだ。あの時俺はどうして欲しかった？何を願っていた？
Me.
俺がこの子のコーチになります。コーチとしてスケートを教えます。この子はここまで一人で覚えてきたんですよ。今からでも追いつける。この子は上達する才能がかなりある。痛みを怖がらない、体幹がいい、人の話が聞ける、意欲がある。お母さんが練習に連れてきてさえくだされば、この子は絶対に才能を開花できると思う。
This is an Adam move.
じゃない。俺が全日本選手権に出場できる選手に
Oof, that's a bold claim.
よろしくお願いします。
そこまで先生がおっしゃるなら。
Her eyes like twitching.
やった
Oh.
ー。よかったな。あ、
Are you
A
crying?
little bit.
Oh my
So
god!
misty eyed.
唯一か祈りです。
He didn't even know her name.
超いい名前じゃん。
Did we ever think there would be an episode of anime in existence where Adam cries and I don't?
On the first episode.
Mark this down, write this is a historical moment, everybody.
Kids just need somebody to believe in them.
Yes.
Period. And if it's not going to be your parent, it's going to be your coach. And I know I have said this before, like as coaches, we are innately drawn to help athletes who are like us, who share a similar story, who whatever. And I know I've talked about like you kind of have to put that aside and like give all of your athletes a fair shake, but there is just a special connection that develops in a situation like this, and I love everything about this.
He reminded me of you. His passion to help her. He's like, didn't even think twice. He was just like, this kid needs somebody to believe in her.
Yeah.
I'll do it. And I was like, Adam. Okay, I can tell that this is gonna be a good one. I'm shocked I didn't cry. I felt I got goosebumps, I got chills, I could feel emotion, but I'm shocked I didn't cry, because this is exactly the type of episode that would bring out the tears for me. But they transferred through the airwaves to you.
I'm in.
I'm in, yeah. This is exactly our jam.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fun watch, I think.
Oh, I'm so excited to see her kind of step into her own, to gain confidence, to feel happy and get to express herself through something she's passionate about. She clearly has been lacking a lot.
Well, and I think that's what, as we parent and do this, I think, the more I watch other parents and I watch kids, the thing I keep coming back to is, I hope you find something you love to do. Do I selfishly hope that that's volleyball? Maybe. But at the end of the day, I remember just wanting to go to the rink, just wanting to go to the gym. And it's a great way to grow up. And to see her digging worms to sneak into the rink, mm-hmm. and the guy at the counter who's letting her in because he can see it, those things make a difference.
Yeah. You just need one person to believe in you. Looks like the Love House made a great pick yet again. Mm-hmm. I'm excited to continue watching this. This was a great first episode.
Yeah.
So we are in, okay, as you guys knew we would be. But please be sure to hit us up in the comments below. I know a lot of you are very passionate about this anime. And as always, we'd be so excited if you would like this video, subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned for more Medalist coming next week. Bye.